everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and cover the top 5 fragrances from the house of Dior. The top 5 Chanel seems to have gone off, people liked it, so I'm going to go ahead and continue the series and do the top 5 Dior fragrances. Now there are 3 quick things that I want to cover before we go ahead and get started. The first thing that is, these are fragrances more geared towards men. Dior has both men and female fragrances. These are the fragrances that are more geared towards men. The second thing to note is these fragrances are from the designer house of Dior. I plan on doing videos for the niche fragrances and also for the women's fragrances, but these are fragrances that are geared towards men's fragrances, and they are also designer fragrances. And finally, the last thing is, please believe me, it just so turned out that I happen to have all 5 of these fragrances in the years that I'm talking about for these fragrances, okay? So that's just going to have to come with some trust here. The way that I did it was I went through all the Dior list and, started weeding out what I thought were the best and then putting them in order. And it just so happened that these 5, I happen to have all these 5 fragrances and their exact years. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Fragrance number 5. We have a summer fragrance from the house of Dior. We've got Dior Homme Sport. Now, Dior Homme Sport, this is the 2008 version. There is a newer version that smells very different from this one. This one is heavily ginger. One of the weak points of this fragrance, unfortunately, I'm going to cover, is the fact that it doesn't really last that long on your skin. I was getting like 5 hours, which is a little bit poor for fragrances, especially for Dior. But it is a really refreshing and a really unique summer fragrance that really deserves its spot as the 5th best Dior fragrance. Now, again, this is the 2008 version. The 2011 version, or the newer version, does not smell the same as this version out there. So Dior Homme Sport coming in at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have got one of the Diors that started it all. We've got Dior Homme. Now, this fragrance was released in 2005, and it's specifically the 2005 version that I'm talking about here. You're going to notice a pattern. Dior heavily reformulates a lot of their fragrances, and they do smell different. So this is the 2005 version. This one is Iris. It's got this kind of cocoa-like vibe. It is a fantastic fragrance that's deep, it's heavy, it's a great fragrance for wearing, like as casual night out type of a fragrance. It was like one of the first kind of things, and you can almost kind of double it as a day-to-day fragrance if you're a little bit careful with the sprayer. So coming in at number 4, Dior Homme, which is the 2005 version. Coming in at number 3, we have a fragrance that is quite old. It is from the year of 1988. We've got Fahrenheit. As soon as I said 1988, a lot of fragrance enthusiasts knew exactly what I was talking about. Fahrenheit at number 3. This really set the tone for a lot of the fragrances that came out. Fahrenheit, when it came out, it was daring, it was something that was new, it was something that was different, and still to this day, Fahrenheit is still something that you can wear. It's not dated at all. Now, it has this petroleum-like vibe that I kind of get from the scent, but at the end of the day, it really does smell good. And originally, when I first kind of got my hands on this fragrance, I hated this fragrance, and it grew to me over time. This is one that grew on me, it grew with me, and finally it's to the point where, it's a fragrance that I like. Now, I think it's the 3rd best fragrance. This really epitomizes what Dior is all about. Dior takes chances, and at the same time comes up with stuff that is pretty unique and that are rock stars. It's the reason why the house is so popular. So we've got Fahrenheit at number 3. Fragrance number 2 from the house of Dior. We have its newest release as of the time of this video, or one of its newest releases. We've got Sauvage. You knew it was coming at some point in this video, and it is here. Now, Sauvage is a scent that is designed for compliments. Now, earlier I said that Dior really pushed the limits as far in terms of, creating new fragrances. This is probably this and Dior Homme Eau were probably the ones that did not go that route. Now, what this gets, and the reason why it's number 2, is this copied a lot of the success that a lot of fragrances have, but it did it in such a superb manner, to the fact that this is a compliment magnet. This gets compliments left, right, and center, and this year, this is easily my number 1 compliment getter, and it's the number 1 compliment getter that I've seen around people kind of going around. So yes, they went the same route as a lot of other fragrances. I kind of contradicted myself on that, but they went the same route as a lot of other fragrances, but they did it well, and they did it absolutely outstanding. So it's number 2, and it's number 2 for a reason. It's a great smelling scent. So while it doesn't have the originality that Fahrenheit has, as well as some other fragrances, this is still an absolute gem. And we have fragrance number 1, the best fragrance from the house of Dior. Many of you probably know what's coming right now. We are talking about Dior Homme Intense. We've got Dior Homme Intense, specifically the 2007 version. This one is iris, and it's vanilla, and it's magical. This one has produced a good amount of compliments on my side. I've specifically worn this, and I've got memorable compliments in my head where I know exactly what they said. One time I was walking past a garbage truck that was picking up garbage, and we were all walking, and somebody made the comment of, man, it really stinks around here, but Cody still smells good. And that's what Dior Homme Intense is all about. I never thought I would like Dior Homme Intense. It was one that started off really weird. People said that it smelled like lipstick. Yes, it has that lipsticky vibe, and I wasn't too keen on it. But once I got my nose on it, I was like, this is a good fragrance. And I really do think that this is the best that Dior has to offer from the designer line. Pound for pound, this is the best sucker. Now, it is a little bit harder to find just because this is the 2007 version, as with all of them, but it's the best in the line. All right? So that's pretty much my list. Let me know what your thoughts, let me know what your list is for Dior fragrances. I am really curious. I know everyone's got their opinion on this one, and you know, it's just as good as mine. So feel free, throw out your list. It'll be a great time. All right? Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.